mind you, if the Tigers lose that game last night on the heels of K-Rod erupting, we probably have a different show open. But I want to offer you something here. As Sully would say, let me offer you something. And it's simple. Both newspapers did extensive coverage, as they should, rightly so, and a lot of interesting stuff to read with two opposing viewpoints. One is the Tigers are done. It's over. Okay? They're terrible. Even if they get better, they're not good enough. They're done. They're lifeless. They went on this road trip, and they've bombed. I believe they set a record with 49 strikeouts in a four-game series. That was the most strikeouts for a team in a four-game set since 1913. Beyond the fact that that's bad, go look at the pitchers you faced for the White Sox. Woof. That's not Nolan Ryan and company. The other viewpoint is, hey, they got a bunch of guys that are a lot better than the way they're playing. They've had a bunch of injuries. They've had a tough schedule. You got a couple of people talking about the team being tired. I don't even want to get started on that. But there are two viewpoints with this baseball team as we sit here on May 30th. I want to know which one you're on, because I don't think taking the middle is acceptable. You know, I have been, or at least I've tried, to be patient. I thought I had a decent handle on what April was. And as May started, I said, hey, you know what? They did a pretty good job of surviving. But now it's time to get moving. And they've pretty much wasted the month of May. They haven't gotten going. Guys like Cabrera and Kinsler and Upton and Castellanos, they haven't gotten better. Jordan Zimmerman hasn't gotten better. It's ridiculous. So as much as I've preached patience, I am at a point now where I'm just about ready to tell you, you know what? They're done. That for whatever reason, be it injury, be it age, be it the wrong year, I don't know. They're just not going to put this together in time to avoid a very lonely summer. And I think a very disappointing rendition of a fire sale. So here's what I'm asking you. I don't want the middle. It's done or not done. And I'm not asking for some presentation, but I do need reasons. Okay, I need you to have thoughts, ideas, opinions. Very simple. Your Tigers, Tuesday, May 30th, done or not done. They have, if you believe the reports, a self-imposed deadline of July 1st. And if they're under 500 and not playing good baseball, they're selling. This is not a topic of your opinion on whether they should sell or not. That goes without saying. The team dictates that. And their performance will dictate it. This is a topic about your belief as to whether they will figure out a way to right the ship and get it moving or not. It's that simple. And as I sit here today, no, I can't watch the way they played in Houston and Chicago and tell you they're going to right the ship. They're awful. They've played a lot of bad baseball. And 3-4 weeks ago, I was talking about, hey, JD will be back. He'll be great. And he has. He's been pretty good, clearly. But I thought Miggy would turn it around. He hasn't. I thought Kinsler would turn it around. He didn't, and he got hurt. I thought Castellanos would turn it around. He hasn't. Justin Upton, coming off a productive April. Awful. Guys, there's just nothing else I can do. And no, I think at 23 and 27, I have a hard time believing they're going to play 5 games over 500 in the month of in the month of June to not be done. And mind you, I don't think it's fair to sit here and say, well, if they're at 500 or a game over, that all of a sudden they would change their mindset, nor should they, that they would have to try to sell. So I'm asking you guys very simply, 248-539-9797, done or not done? You read the Freep, you read the news. Tons of Tiger coverage over the long holiday weekend. A lot of big opinions. Some people saying, no way, they're not done, they're just tired. Other people saying they're headed towards the end. Other people saying flat out they're done. I need you to pick a side and tell me why. Because as it stands here right now, they're done. And oh, by the way, another big week for Jordan Zimmerman. Awful. Absolutely awful. Zimmerman may go down as one of the worst signings ever. And as much as I didn't like the signing, I never imagined it would be outright disastrous. I just didn't think it would work. But I'm not going to sit here telling you I saw this coming. This is an atrocity. He's unpitchable. And for all the grief that Ausmus is going to get, for all the grief that maybe there's a particular Tiger, I know Tyler Collins has caught a lot of grief. He gone. How the hell has Jordan Zimmerman avoided the wrath? You can't make $25 million a year and have an ERA of 7.5. You can't. Come on. If you're not healthy, go to the DL. I just figure it out. I never imagined the pitching staff would look the way it looked. I thought Norris would take a little step forward. Not so. Thought Matty Boyd would be a nice number 5, get it together. Not so. Verlander hasn't been as sharp. Zimmerman's been an outright disaster. Fulmer's all they got, frankly. And I know JV will probably round in the shape. The question is, does he do it here? Do the Tigers have the guts? Would he grant them the permission to do it? I wonder if Verlander will even be here at this point. What a disastrous road trip. 248-539-9797. It's done or not done. Weigh in on it. Because this team's got a month to go before I think you're going to have a very disappointing sell-off.